Alright, hello. So I am very late today. I had some unforeseen troubles, and few adjustments I wanted to make took me way longer than I had been hoping they would. So let us get into the hard mode playthrough. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Oh, I made a mistake. Alright, hard mode. Let's do it. Metroid, a virulent... Oh, shucks, bad start. Metroid, a virulent floating organism that drained energy from its prey through physical contact. Metroids were originally created by the Chozo and named after their word for ultimate warrior. Their value as a bioweapon sparked several crises, and as a result, all traces of them have been eliminated. They are now extinct. X-Parasite, a gelatinous parasitic organism indigenous to the planet SR-388. It could absorb the DNA of its host, living or dead, and replicate its form. When infecting a living host, it could even access the host's memories. X-Parasites were driven not by emotion, but by an instinctive need to replicate and spread to increasingly stronger hosts. Their inability to be controlled marked them as even more dangerous than their sole predator, the Metroids. Like the Metroids, they are believed extinct. With no Metroids surviving on SR-388, it became infested with the X, horrifying parasites capable of imitating any living being. Unaware of this, I set foot on the planet, got infected, and almost died. The only thing that saved me was a vaccine created from Metroid DNA, which also left me uniquely able to oppose the X. This ability was tested immediately when I went to a Biologic Space Laboratories (BSL) research station to investigate a distress signal. There, I battled many powerful X forms, including the Sa-X, which was the X mimicking me in my power suit at full strength. I eventually eliminated the X menace on SR-388 by setting the BSL research station on a collision course with the planet. After that, the X and Metroids were just memories, or so we thought. Just when it all seemed over, the Galactic Federation received a mysterious video transmission. It showed an X alive and in the wild. Thorough analysis proved the video was real. Although the sender was unknown, the transmission was traced to a particular planet. It was called ZDR. If the X had somehow escaped extinction out there, they would pose a threat to the entire galaxy. The Galactic Federation dispatched a research team of 7 EMI to investigate. An EMI is a large research robot designed to capture field samples and extract their DNA. Their incredible mobility and protective plating, made of the strongest stuff in the universe, practically guaranteed the mission's success. But not long after their arrival on ZDR, all communication was lost. What is happening on ZDR? Is the planet really infested with X? As the only one immune to the parasites, it's up to me to go there and find out. Alright, I'm very excited to see what differences exist in hard mode. How hard will this challenge be? Will it be just about, like, regular mode? Just a little more bullet spongy? Will there be some changes?
We'll soon be entering ZDR's atmosphere.
The bounty for this mission does not seem appropriate. The risk clearly outweighs the reward. Treat our lost assets with care, lady.
Entering the atmosphere in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility. Signal quality is likely to be low. Remote communication remains difficult. Try to connect to the facility's network when you reach the bottom. That way, you can remain in contact. Any objections, lady?
Hey Nathan, good to see you, man. Just getting started now. I'm late today, I'm sorry about that. Well, whatever. You're trying to clean your room, Nathan. Well, good luck. Yeah, it can be hard to get, organized and know what to do with everything. I've definitely related to that. But just focus on it and, make some progress on your mission. I hope you've been better. Hope the physiotherapy is going well. Your room is so small and you have a ton of stuff. Yeah, man. I have the same problem. Your parents won't give you a new room. Do you have space in your house or what? Or is it kind of, at capacity? You have a potential new room? Your sister's moving out, okay. Well, hopefully they'll let you use your sister's room if it's suitable, right? If it's bigger and you'll have more space to put your stuff, then you should definitely try to convince them on that. They don't trust you. With what? What would you ruin in there? They think you would drop things and damage the floor or the walls or what?
So, you've accessed a network station. Well done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded. I've run a full analysis, but I cannot account for why you lost consciousness. My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you. Whatever caused these changes seems to have stripped you of most abilities. You might call it physical amnesia. That brings me to your assailant. I am checking the Federation database against your video log. It appears to have been a Chozo. The attacker's identity is not yet clear. I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZVR. Your top priority should be to return to your ship on the surface. This situation is precarious. Trust your instincts as you navigate upward. This planet appears to consist of multiple areas. Shuttles, elevators, and other modes of transport connect them. Keep an eye out for ways to reach the surface. The ship's location is marked on your global map. Check it for yourself. You may encounter pockets of low temperature. Your Metroid DNA renders you vulnerable to such environments. Spending time in cold areas will be harmful to you. There are many such cold areas scattered underground. Do not enter them with your basic power suit. One final thing. Underground interference is preventing radio transmissions. Check in with me at any network stations you find.
They think a bigger room equals more mess, but my room is mess because I have so much stuff. Well, yeah, just be responsible with your new acquisitions and everything should be okay, I would hope, Nathan. But yeah, good luck. Good luck with organizing your things. Yeah, I've struggled with it for a long time. Oh, shucks. Oh my god, I love this game. Oh, shucks. My body is so weak, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up off the floor. Well, I hope you will be. I hope you will be strong enough, Nathan. But if you need to rest, then rest. And maybe the floor is a good place, but maybe you should get to a bed or something, right, Nathan? Maybe an encouraging speech might help. I don't know if I can supply that, man. But I mean, you've got to persevere, man. You've got to muster up your strength and do what you have to for the future of yourself and your family and your eventual descendants and the betterment of all humanity. You've got to, you know, either do it now or get the rest that you need to, or the therapy that you need in order to progress forward into a bright future for yourself, man. I don't know what else I can say. I'm sorry. I'm not the best with those kinds of Ervin Smith style motivational speeches, but maybe you want to watch some Shingeki no Kyojin. That's some good hyping stuff in my opinion. Maybe some Shingeki no Kyojin might help. Attack on Titan, but watch the Japanese version. Or whatever, man, like some good games or other art or some, you know, like cool music. Whatever it is that's gonna get you, you know, hyped. Hyped to take a bite out of life and all that. Play an empowering video game, or you know, listen to some empowering music. Or oh man, did you watch the whole Game Awards? I'm not all the way through it yet, but oh my goodness, I don't even want to comment about it. Usually AVGN helps. Okay, cool. Yeah, watch some of those awesome old episodes. That could be a great idea. What have you been thinking about episode 200 so far? Yeah, it's alright. It's not as bad as it could have been. Could have been a little better, though. Oh no! No! Aw, shucks, man. I got caught already. cornered myself again. I went the wrong way. What are you working on, by the way, Nathan? What's your current project that you're working on? Or have you completed any recently? Or what's up? What do you have open? Like what's open on your tab in terms of projects? I forgot where to go. I don't know if they actually changed the path here or something. Hold on a sec. Oh yeah, I think I have to I think I have to dodge this guy for a while, and then probably go through that door which is blocked off. So I just have to stay. I just have to get this guy to relax. I actually can't figure out where to go now. I don't get it. What am I missing here? Hey, yo, get away from me. Get away from me. Oh, shucks. Okay, so I'm not sure if I forgot what to do here or if it's actually different. Oh, maybe it actually can't survive in water. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, so that's it. You just have to go through this door. Huh, I thought it wouldn't let me through. Okay, my mistake.
Uploading data.
Both enemy you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, it's reasonable to assume all enemy will be hostile. Enemy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an enemy enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically. An enemy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the enemy's zone exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the enemy and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits. An enemy never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an enemy captures you. There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible. The enemy are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first enemy. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an enemy zone should be simply to survive.
Nope. Oh, shucks. I didn't want to be getting caught by the Emmys. I thought I'd be able to dodge them by now. Thought I would have figured it out. Oh, okay, I see. That's where I didn't go yet, I think. Probably? Not sure. Oh, shucks. Here it is. What? That thing just take off like 60 energy? Oh no! You can't wait for the flash to counter the Emmy. Like, you've got to do it right on the flash. What? Okay, so I've already been here. Oh, I must have to go back to the Emmy zone and use the charge beam to open some doors there. I actually don't remember where to go. Okay, I think we're approaching, in all likelihood, the central units room. I love those central unit battles. I find them very enjoyable. And I don't think I lost to a single central unit in my first normal mode playthrough, so I hope they'll be a little more challenging this time around. Oh, can't get in there though.
Uploading data.
There was no record of your assailant in the Federation database. However, there are records of a chosen warrior tribe. There is a strong possibility the two are connected. You have seen the warrior tribe's architecture and artifacts on this planet. I conclude that this was one of their settlements. But why would someone lead you here and send the enemy after you? The footage of the X-Parasite may have been staged to lure you in. The situation remains unclear, but your priority hasn't changed. You must return to the ship. You have activated the magma supply system that has restored power to the closed thermal doors. Seek them out to proceed. Continue to search for the unique energy you employed against the first enemy. It is the only way you can confront them. Unfortunately, this energy is limited. You may have noticed it dissipating after an enemy is destroyed. There are 6 remaining enemy hunting you. You have no means to confront them. Remember that.
Alright, here we go. Yes! Love these battles. Very easy. Oh, shucks, I was probably close to beating it. Too bad. I'm pretty sure I'm on hard mode. I'm pretty sure I chose hard mode. Doesn't seem much harder, though. Yikes, I did worse that time. Too bad. Alright, I'm pretty sure that the damage is inflated on this playthrough, so it must be the hard mode. If I recall correctly, there's nothing of interest down there, so I don't have to actually fall down there, but maybe I will just in case. Just in case I need anything from the map being filled in here. Meaning, if it would show me that there's an item nearby. Doesn't seem like it, though. That was a brief attempt at Upper Nordfair from Super Metroid, but probably not very close.
Uploading data.
CPR appears to be powered by thermal energy. Magma is pumped from the planet's interior and routed from there. I have located the central routing system for the magma. It is here in Cataris. Samus, your current suit cannot protect you as you explore Cataris. The extreme heat of the lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high temperature areas. I know the shuttle somewhere above here. Use it to find a path forward. There is one other thing to discuss. It is your new Phantom Cloak ability. The Phantom Cloak prevents the ME from detecting you. Thus far, your only option was to run. Now, bypassing them is also an option. Use this to reach your objective. Note that using the Phantom Cloak severely decreases your mobility, and direct contact with an ME will still result in capture. It is up to you whether to hold your position. Just be aware of your surroundings. The Phantom Cloak is useless. Once an ME sees you, you will need to evade capture until it gives up pursuit. The Phantom Cloak can remain active after your aim has been depleted. It will consume your life energy instead. Consider it a desperate measure. Remember, it cannot drain your energy down to nothing. Judicious use of this technique will improve your probability of survival.
Where Experiment C-57 is later battled. Did I want to go this way or check out the rest of this area first? Oh yeah, I can't. I guess I'm stuck here. Okay, so I just activated this magma, which opens something, up something here. Can I go through the floor here? Probably not. Oh, maybe this is the way I have to go, actually. No. Oh, shucks! Well, it's a good thing I saved not long ago, I think. Oh, I have to go that way. Oh, I guess I can't go this way, actually. Gotta find another magma redirector, probably. Oh, it must be this. Alright.
Uploading data.
ME stands for Extraplanetary Multiform Mobile Identifier. It can procedurally modify and enhance its own capability. Its ability to configure itself to fit into narrow spaces is a standard feature. Any ME you encounter will likely do so as it pursues you. You are not capable of destroying their armor plating. This would be true even at your full capabilities. You are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness. Study each ME carefully and use the Phantom Cloak to advance. There are risks even here. The Phantom Cloak reduces your mobility and consumes more AN when you move or shoot. It is still your best chance at survival. Do not hesitate to destroy an ME whenever you discover more. You need energy. This was not one of your original priorities. However, I see no other way to accomplish your goal. These existential threats cannot be sanctioned.
Oh, I need the wide beam for that. Hold on a sec, what did I just get? An energy part, okay. Wow, did that thing just do a full energy tank of damage? Oh, I can't defeat this Emmy yet? I mean, get to the central unit. Okay, I guess not. The game does lead you pretty clearly, so for the most part, you never get lost in this game. Okay, this part's gonna be tough, I think. Because it was hard in normal mode, so with the increased damage of hard mode, this is probably going to be quite brutal. Huh, no way forward. Surely something must be hiding. Ah. Of course. Okay, this thing just did like more than one energy tank's worth of damage, so that's pretty crazy. I think, unless I'm mistaken. Oh my god. Oh my god, these things do like 120 damage. Okay, yeah, that thing did like 120 damage. I'm like 99% sure of it. Wow. Okay, this is probably one of the most brutal parts of the game, if I recall correctly. Oh my god! Alright. Oh, no power. What is that? Okay. Alright, so I actually made it to this thing. Now the question will be, can I get to the next destination without dying? Oh, shucks. That thing would exactly kill me, I think. Wow. Shucks. Oh, and I'm out of missiles. I'm out of missiles, man. Yikes. What a bad turn of events. Okay, if I could just make it to that thing and heal, it might be alright. No, I couldn't make it. I was reckless. Thought I'd be able to hit the thing, but I was not aiming properly. Okay, I'm just... I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to hit it for the possible energy or ammo replenishment. I'll use a missile on it. Oh, shucks. but I hit it directly, and I'm pretty sure I used missiles earlier to destroy those things, so I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken. I must be. Alright, so that will help things. I still have to be extremely careful because one hit of anything and I'm dead. Oh, but at least I could farm, but I didn't make it in time. Yikes. Okay, wonder how much retreading I have to do here. Are they gonna start me at the activation device? Oh, here, that's very generous of them. Okay. Another Emmy. Guessing that's probably all I needed to get from here, and then I go back, right? Let's say I look back at where I was in Cataris. Yeah, that's what I needed to destroy. Okay. Yeah, they could have really shortened this screen. Oh my goodness! Hey, Kaj, man, when did you send this? Like a minute ago. Okay, good, I didn't miss it. Hey, good to see you, man. Long time no see, yeah. Finally getting to Dread. Yeah, I finally finished my normal mode playthrough, and now I'm on hard mode. Got 100% in the normal mode, so yeah. I love the game very much, other than just a few criticisms. But how about you, man? Have you played Dread? And do you have any thoughts on it? And how have you been? How's your school been? I hope everything's good. You have, okay. So I'll tell you my my main problems with Dread, which aren't that many. Okay, so the music should have been more memorable and melodic, as it usually is in the best Metroid games. So the music, there's the loadings. There's like too many loading screens. It would have been good if they could have either made fewer loading screens in certain circumstances, and or if the loading could have been faster, that would have been cool. And I think I had some other nitpick about it. Oh yeah, so you're saying, funny thing is that I'm not too much of a fan of Metroidvanias and backtracking, but Dread for some reason I love. See, yeah, that's one thing about Dread. It kind of like locks you into where you need to go, like really well, almost to a fault for the genre of game, because like it's really kind of funneling you to where you need to go for the most part. Like it blocks you off like really nicely, so it's very considerate actually of like not letting you get too lost. So yeah, but yeah, you love it. Yeah, I love Dread too. It's like it feels so good to play. So yeah, the music and the loading. I don't know if I had too many other problems with it. I think that's the main two things. But yeah, it's such a cool game. It feels amazing to play. I'm very stoked about it. Feel you with the music a bit. Yeah, it's just not melodic enough, and doesn't have like the memorableness of previous Metroid games. I think that the main issue is it's just not melodic enough. And it's all right. The music's all right. It's just not melodic enough. That's the main thing. Like you can't hum it back and sing it. Like you can, but it's a little on the you know, like kind of it's just not melodic enough. What can I say? It's not based on like really super singable like modes and scales. It's kind of a little too alien. I love the challenge of it, and I love how considerate they are of starting you close to where you died many times. That's awesome. Honestly, just glad a new Metroid game is on Switch now, lol. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I was so stoked when they announced the game, but of course, I had to contain my hype for it, of course, because you don't know if it's actually going to be good, but you know, you hope for the best, but it's actually a great game, so I'm very happy about it, definitely. And did I get Smash Ultimate? Not yet. Not yet. Been waiting for a discount. Maybe it's not gonna happen, so I'll just get it at some point. When it seems like I could be close to playing it, I'll probably just get it. Yeah, doubt it's gonna get a discount. In all likelihood, yeah. Walmart sells Switch games, at least in US, for $10 off. I see. Sometimes they sell them for like, I don't know about in person, but sometimes it's at like, you know, we've been seeing instead of the $80 price tag for games like what are they, like Mario Maker, Luigi's Mansion, sometimes Link's Awakening. It's like $55, which is where I've bought some of, which is the price I've bought some of the games at. I was hoping Smash would get it too. Yeah, it's 80 Canadian. I guess it's like, it's approximately the exchange rate equivalent, like, so I guess it's not terrible. But yeah, when it gets like when I'm ready to play Smash, I'll just buy it regardless of the price. Like if it doesn't get a discount. So yeah, like, so when I'm ready for it, I'll just get it. Oh, by the way, I love these battles. Like these Mother Brain style battles. I didn't die to one a single time. I might die to it now, actually, if I'm not careful here. But I thought they were really cool. I like the ring cuss, and you know, it's like Mother Brain style. Guess I'm not dying to it. Games have always been pretty expensive anyways, even back in like the SNES and N64 days, so like it's nothing new really. It's alright. And it's so good to get the physical games. Are you a physical or digital kind of guy, Kaj? Physical, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because you know, you're in the loop about the rarity and demand for the physical games in the future. And we're seeing what's happening now with Wii U. It's like not even 10 years after Wii U's launch, and they're gonna be like cutting most of the services, or at least you like can't buy anymore. But who knows? Like they could cut it anytime, and then you're like out of luck for any of your digital purchases. Like, which is baloney. It's just better to have the physical, of course. Yo, Joe. Hey, man. Good to see you. Alright. My day's going pretty well right now. I had a few hiccups. Got started a lot later than I wanted to. Like, I put my new mic arm here, and then I was like trying to flip around the orientation of the SM7B that I'm trying out right now. And I dropped this like brass washer, and I was like trying to find that on the floor for like a really long time. Then I was trying to get this brass ring like back in there here. Like, oh, actually, I should move it. Here, let me just show you. Take off this image. See, so got this brass washer here. I like this brass ring. Like, I can't get it seated. It's right now. It's like not even in correctly. I wasted so much time on it. I'm gonna have to try to do it again later. But yeah, other than that, yeah, pretty good. I'm very excited to be playing Metroid Dread again. It's just so good. I'm looking forward to you playing it, Joe, because I'm pretty sure you'll like it a lot as a longtime Metroid fan. But how are you doing, Joe? Okay, so now we've got Morph Ball. And that's probably where we need to exit. Oh, Kaj, have you played AM2R? You probably have, but just curious. So, because some of the things that are good about the movement of the game, it feels like they, you know, it was, you know, either coincided or was inspired of AM2R. Yeah, the fan remake of Metroid 2. That's right. Have you played it? 'Cause some of the good things in this game remind me of AM2R. You haven't, but seen people play it. If you get the chance, I would recommend playing it for yourself. I don't think there's a lot of backtracking in there actually either, so it might be up your alley. And the movement is like really top-notch 2D Metroid. It's like truly marvelous stuff. Like the second phase of Ravenbeak reminded me of one of the bosses of the Flying Chorizo, which is like whatever. It's not incredibly original, but still, I'm pretty sure it originated in AM2R first. The flying boss that you have to you know, go around in order to dodge its projectiles, and also you know just the one button morph ball, like that's so good. I think this is the first. I think AM2R was the first time you could do that. But I mean, it's like an obvious thing. You got the buttons, one button morph ball. I forget where the item was in this area. I'll just have to come back with the forget what it was called, but the thing that reveals the hidden blocks. How did you find the challenge, the way the challenges presented themselves to you, Kaj? Like, did you... I guess it probably took you a lot of tries, like most people playing the game, or were you like a pro and it only took you, you know, let's say a few tries on certain, you know, sequences or bosses? Because I needed like a lot of retries on some things. I think it's normal though. You'd say a few. I guess you're really skilled, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, Metroid Dread ain't your first rodeo. Yeah, you're good in Smash, so I guess you've got the good button techniques. They could have at least given us some cool music during the loading screens. What are you gonna do? Did you get 100% by the way, Kaj? Because actually, I thought that all the challenges for items like say speed booster challenges, I was a little disappointed. Like I thought there could have been some more challenging, items to get, but they were all pretty easy actually. Nothing like that felt like super satisfying to get. Like they were all right. They were moderately satisfying, but not like Zero Mission level. I thought Zero Mission had some harder things to do. So just a little disappointed on that actually. Yeah, I can def tell they wanted to make this game a little more casual. Yeah, which is weird because like the challenge level is pretty high. It's a pretty high challenge level, like to execute some of the bosses at least. But overall, like they could have put more challenge in the item collection, since it was supposed to introduce Metroid series to newer Nintendo fans. Well, hopefully they make something even more hardcore, but I'm feeling like I'm probably a little cynical. Like they probably would not make the game more hardcore than this, but we can hope. Is your school semester almost done, by the way, Kaj? And has it been going well? Oh, shucks, no! I forgot this is the part where you've got to run away. Okay. It's done in one more week. Awesome. I'm glad it's going well. How other games? How many other games you've been playing on Switch? None yet, just Dread. Oh, what other games? Yeah, just Dread. But I've got a few more since last time. Since the last picture I what other did you get? I'll take a picture later. I'll take a picture of all my games and I'll send it to you. I got like Skyward Sword recently, but that's gonna be a ways off. Got WarioWare. I am looking forward to eventually doing like a full like Wario or WarioWare series playthrough, or you know, as many of them as I can play. What else? And I got Ys 8, I think it was, or was it 9? I forget. I think it was 9. I got Ys 9 because it was on discount. I'm forgetting. Did I watch the Game Awards this year? I'm partway through it. I think I have like a little bit left. I'm watching it with I'm watching like Caleb's VOD, Caleb Hart's VOD, just like, you know, watch it along with his broadcast of it. So yeah, I'm almost through it. Yeah. How about you? Do I want to get this thing here? Yikes! You watched it live, okay. What did do you have any thoughts about it? Any comments? I'm guessing the magma's gonna deal double damage too here. Probably shouldn't risk this. Yeah, I am interested to hear your thoughts on the Game Awards, Kaj. Like all Game Awards every year, mediocre at best. From what I saw, there was mostly was just there for the game news and announcements. Yeah. Oh, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade coming to PC. That's pretty cool. So that's finally announced. That's nice. I'm probably not going to play it anytime soon because I would like to kind of get through the whole Final Fantasy series, or at least like a good number of them, some of the older ones. But it's good to know that it's coming, that it's going to be on PC. And maybe I don't know if my graphics card can handle that game. I should probably get a better graphics card. But yeah, like a lot of I don't know, man, like if you disagree, then you know, no bad judgment, like from me to you, but man, a lot of cringy music, a lot of cringe, like not the music performances themselves. I think those were pretty good for the most part, but the like the music and the trailers, man, I don't know, man. Have I played the original FF7? Yes, I have. I played it once, like around, I think it was around 2009 probably when I played it. And I do have a copy as well as a PS2. I'm just missing a power adapter, the PS2 power adapter, because I did want to replay it, but I just didn't get the power adapter. And I love that game. Like I really like it, it's one of my all-time favorites, and I've only played it like once, but man, I find it so good. But you know, like not like I find it so good. It's just like a really well-loved game, like music and everything. Yeah. I don't know, like, and a lot of bad, like, I don't know, whatever. Again, if you don't agree, then it's fine. but a lot of really weird artistic design choices in the games, like kind of like games that I feel like I just wouldn't like to look at them, you know. But you know, maybe it would like grow on you. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but I don't know, like a lot of questionable choices. Like I feel like, okay, this is just gonna like. I feel like they try to make things ugly more than is necessary. I guess that could be subjective, but Kyle says IMO FF7 is def overrated, but still a pretty amazing game nonetheless. Yeah, maybe. You could be correct. Like, I knew that FF7 was very hyped for, you know, a while until I played it. I didn't know why, but then I played it and I thought it lived up. But yeah, maybe it is. People sometimes just gotta take off their nostalgia glasses and see FF7's flaws. Hey, Lopa Rev Baiter. Hey, good to meet you. Zero Mission about Triumph, Samus Returns about Mercy, Super Metroid about humanity, Other M about depression, Fusion about fears. Huh. Zero Mission about Triumph, Samus Returns about Mercy, Super Metroid about humanity, Other M about depression, Fusion about fears. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting way to put it. I don't know if Super Metroid about humanity. I would have to think about that one a bit more. Maybe Other M about depression also. I'm not sure. But yeah, very cool take on it. Yeah. House says IMO FF4 is the best FF game. Oh, and some pretty bad cases of typos in the English localization, early 90s. Graphics that just didn't age well, etc. I think the graphics look okay in my opinion, but yeah, like really weird really weird typo errors, like because you are a puppet, like BEA cause. Yeah. And FF4 is the best FF game in your opinion. Ah, interesting. That is, I have played 4, 6, and 7. Like those are the 3 main series FFs that I've played. And yeah, I do like 4 a lot. Really cool, like a lot of cool music in the series, definitely. Yeah, I didn't get to play 5. But yeah, I would like to ideally I would like to play from the beginning, but not exactly sure yet like how I'll play each of those games. Loparev Bader says, original FF7 too outdated and unplayable. It's been a while since I've played it, but I am looking forward to revisiting. And I am very much looking forward to playing the remake, because it seems to be very well loved, so a lot of cool stuff ahead. The game didn't get... You're saying... You mean the game didn't get localized till much later? Oh yeah, you mean 5, right? Yeah. PC Steam port and previous gen console ports updated the game script and whatnot. Ah, I see. The from what I remember seeing of the computer, the PC version of FF7, it just looks kind of like it doesn't look as good visually, and the sound also. I might be wrong though. I don't know why they called FF7R a remake. It changes way too much stuff in the plot. Yeah, maybe it was kind of to throw some surprises at you. I kind of have an idea. I am trying to avoid spoilers, but I have a bit of an idea of what kind of things are going on. But I am trying to avoid spoilers. Oh shucks, I'm gonna go into raid with like 0 energy here. Loparev Bader says, OS this for better, I think. Kosh says only like the first 30 minutes of that game is a remake, then everything else is pretty much original or taking other stuff from FF7 spin-off games. Wow. Sephiroth. Yeah, I don't know if I was just like too uncultured when I played FF7, but like just the whole music soundtrack, I've loved it ever since. Which is the best FF villain in your opinion? I don't know if I would have an answer for that, because I have only played 4, 6, and 7, but I mean, both Kefka and Sephiroth are very cool, so I don't know. I don't have much to say about that. But what do you think, Kaj? I guess you like the 4 villains. 4 seems good. Like, you know, Golbez, and then it's like Golbez is not the villain, and he was just being controlled. Like, that's some pretty cool twist. Oh yeah, and Kain, yeah. IMO, my favorite is between Kefka and Kain. Okay. Alright, time to die to Kraid. Probably quite a few times here. Yeah, I would love to see you play the other FF games. Well, I'm very much looking forward to playing them. Because I'm also interested in trying out Stranger of Paradise. FF Origin. What versions of 6 and 4 did you play when you were playing through those games? 4, I played using the GBA ROM. Like, I don't actually own it, unfortunately. Played it using the GBA ROM. But now I've got SNES, so when I do replay 4, I'll probably play it on SNES. And 6 I played on SNES with my friend. Like, he brought over the cartridge, and we played it over the course of a few weeks, probably. Yeah, it's called FF2, I think. FF2 has too many sensors for your liking. Oh, I didn't know about that. You know how early 90s and 80s Nintendo was about censorship, lol. Well, I guess they let some things go in Earthbound, right? I would have thought their censorship got worse over the years, but maybe not. Wow. Shucks. Well, like with Earthbound, they didn't bother they weren't too harsh on the censorship of Mother 2, right? Or were they? In your opinion? Like it could have been a lot worse. Could have been worse. They let things go, and I don't know. They censored most swears, obviously. Yeah, dude. But what about now? Do you think Nintendo, like, compared to early '90s, did Nintendo get like more lenient or more strict in terms of censorship? What do you think? Most infamous censorship is Magic Hand. Oh, they got more lenient. Okay. I wouldn't have been able to you know, make that call, so thanks for letting me know. Dragon Quest XI was actually the first Dragon Quest to not get censored at all in Nintendo ports. Ah, interesting. Are you a big Dragon Quest series connoisseur? Play the games from time to time, though. I see. Yeah, but if you didn't know, in original Japanese version of Mother 2, Ness was butt naked in Magic Hand. Wow, I think I actually didn't know that. Wow. Because being naked in Japanese culture meant purity rather than being a sexual thing as it is in the West. Well, I mean, he's a kid, right? So I'm pretty sure in the West it wouldn't have been taken as something sexual. It's just like, for some reason, it's like not seen as appropriate, I guess, right? Or it's just a bit too risque, probably. Funnily enough, in Mother 2's localization beta, they actually even updated Ness's naked sprite to having him smiling. Ah, wow. But yeah, later builds, they just reused his pajama sprite from the beginning of the game. From the beginning of the game. Okay. Wow. That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting to see. But yeah, there's just the, you know, certain connotations to nudity, which... Yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky topic. Oh, shucks! I slid instead of going into Morph Ball. Alright. By the way, Kaj, I think I saw that when I found your Reddit profile, I had a little look around, and I think I saw that you said that you were Muslim, right? So, do you guys celebrate Christmas, or do you have some kind of like other holiday celebration you tend to do around December, or like no real festivities, or do you guys just like do some family get-togethers? Because people tend to have like time off sometimes. I see. So you're saying we do indeed do the whole gifts and whatnot, but it's not really intended to celebrate Jesus' birthday. It's just to give gifts and whatnot. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, there seems to be seems to be a fairly common practice that even people who are not doing it to commemorate the religious aspect of it, it's they're doing the cultural thing that tends to be done, I guess, in the West, right? By the way, just curious. Well, no, never mind. I was just gonna ask you what you thought about certain things in the Game Awards, like the whatever. No, better not to even ask on this platform. Wow. So I think some attacks from Kraid take like 2 energy tanks in hard mode. That's pretty high. You can ask me a question on Discord if you're worried Twitch will pull a raw moment if you ask me on stream. Yeah, I will later. I will. But I mean, Discord is not exactly all super duper safe either. 'Cause they still, like, if they find things they don't like in your private messages, then they cancel you. Oh, shucks. I did not see that one coming. Okay. I'm sure as long as you don't say anything too bad, you're good, lol. Yeah, I hope so. I do try to be very careful, and I don't try to be I definitely don't try to be, mean or anything like that, ever. this was not a good attempt. Alright. I don't think that took me as many attempts as it took me in my first playthrough. Am I dead? Oh my god. I fell into that pit and there was no way out. Jeez. I hope I don't start too far back. Maybe after Kraid? Oh, nice. Okay, so it's a checkpoint. After you get an item, it's considered a checkpoint. Yeah, that whole thing, anytime you get to some kind of transport, there's like 5, maybe 7 seconds where the screen is just like showing you this slow thing. They could have minimized that, because like this loading screen takes long enough. So that could have been remedied a little bit. What game am I going to play after Dread hard mode? Okay, so here's my plan basically. I wanted to have a kind of, Christmas, Christmas time placed, like rare season, like rare festival of games. Just because, like, I was thinking the 2 games I know that feel kind of Christmassy because they've got some like decorations in them are Diddy Kong Racing and Banjo-Kazooie. I might be missing some. But yeah, I just wanted to play some games that would kind of like fit the, holiday, Christmas holiday, atmosphere or whatever. So I decided I'll play some rare games. So my plan is rareware games. Yeah, rareware. Yeah, so I actually wanted to do a lot more rare. Like I wanted to pretty much go through all my rare games, but I'm running out of time for that. That's not going to happen. So what I've got to do is before the 25th, I have to be done Banjo-Kazooie, basically. So right now my plan is Donkey Kong Country Trilogy, then Diddy Kong Racing, then Banjo. And then after that, I'll probably do like DK64 and Banjo-Tooie. And I'm not sure like about other rare games. Like I think I've got Killer Instinct on SNES, and obviously I've got GoldenEye, which I'm not good at. I can barely scrape by. I can barely scrape by on Agent on GoldenEye. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it like now or at some point in the future. And I've never played Perfect Dark yet. Am I gonna play DKC Trilogy on SNES or Switch Online Service? SNES. I had Donkey Kong Country 1 until couple months ago when I looked for 2 and 3, and I managed to get them for about like 40 Canadian each, something like that. So not too bad, because those seem like really popular and well-loved games, and so I figured the price is only gonna go up, so I had to it was better to get them now. Yeah, so DKC Trilogy, then Diddy Kong Racing, then Banjo, and then probably DK64 and then Banjo-Tooie. Not sure yet about GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, and other things like Killer Instinct. I'll see how it gets. I'll see how it gets. See like what the situation is. I also wanted to do like classic Zeldas, meaning like either NES Zeldas or Link to the Past up until like say Majora's Mask and like the Oracle games. I think probably like that. That's gonna. I'm gonna do this like classic Zelda. Marathon of games probably, and then I might I might think about doing Mother 3, I think. But by the way, if there is any like ideal time for you, if you'd like to watch me play or guide me through Mother 3 or whatever, if there's like like a particularly good time for you, because I know that you're busy with school and stuff, like let me know and I'll try to schedule a good Mother 3 time. But that could be any time in like January, even February, maybe even March. But I think I've got other things in mind too, for sure. But yeah, there's just so many games to play and so little time. Right.
Uploading data.
This area, Dyren, appears to be a biological research laboratory. You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is another sector above you still suffering from the blackout. Find the next generator and reactivate it. You are slowly recovering your abilities. I have still not established what happened to you physically. Don't let your guard down. Your primary objective is to survive. Proceed with the utmost care.
Another one of my little criticisms of Dread is I find the, just like in Fusion, the Adam text sequences are just too long. Like, it could have been condensed a little bit. It's just like, it's a little repetitive. It could have been a bit more succinct. But I guess the repetitiveness of it is for the sake of accommodating slightly more casual players who might be missing something here and there. So they're just repeating to be safe. I guess. Yumeniki. Yeah, I haven't heard of this game. Ah. I read like a little synopsis, a little sentence here. It's a surreal adventure game by pseudonymous Japanese developer Kikiyama. In the game, players explore the dreams of the protagonist named Madotsuki, where they encounter a number of surrealistic horror creatures and locations. Released in 2004. Ah, wow. Yeah, that sounds interesting, man. Heavily Mother inspired, and you love it so far. Wow, and it was released before Mother 3, so that was like kind of a pretty OG Mother inspiration game, right? It's heavily Mother inspired. Okay, and think of essentially Magicant and Mother 2, but it's the entire game. The objective of the game is to collect 24 effects around the map. There are various rooms that lead into other rooms. Sounds interesting. You can find other rooms using those effects. Huh. Effects. That sounds, like, peculiar. Must be a good reason they're called effects. There is no story, but there is an ending that has made lots of fan theories. Thanks for letting me know about this game. It does seem cool. Always interested to be you know, more encultured or accultured, to become more cultured. Theories ranging from Madotsuki being a murderer whose dreams represent her guilt. Huh. All the way to some mature stuff that I'm not sure I'm allowed to say on Twitch. Wow. So you're saying, do you think the game might not be streamable on Twitch? Or just to say them? Actually, there's a list. There's a list of banned games of games that you can't stream on Twitch. Yeah, it's not one of them. You probably have to put epileptic warnings on it, though. I just looked at the list. It's not on it. The ending, possibly you might have not cut and remove family-friendly tag. Okay, I see. Yeah, apparently even games with nudity on them, you could play, you can stream them on Twitch as long as you don't focus on it. Like, you just play through the game, but you don't, like, make a big deal, like, you don't go focus on the, or even, like, I think you could have, like, sexual stuff, and it's on Twitch, but you can't focus on it. But they have that list of banned games, which I guess is, like, just, like, full-on, you know, totally, degenerate pornography, but, yeah. If it's, yeah, pornographic, I'd rather not have it on my Twitch, but I'll, I don't know, maybe you can tell me. I don't want to spoil the game, but for you, but I have to ask you this question. Sure. Are you fine if you stream a game involving suicide and others? Yeah, I think... Yeah, suicide would be okay. Like, death is okay, but not pornography. Then you can stream it if you wanted to. Okay, yeah, I will, Thanks, man. I will... Oh, I'm gonna put it in my notes, actually, as a reminder. I'm gonna put it in my notes. Yume Nikki, on the other hand, Yume Tuki, on the other hand, you might get in trouble with that one. Oh, there's a sequel. It's a fan sequel, but the creator of the original did help on it, so it's kinda a sequel if you want to call it that. Huh, interesting. Maniki could have been a perfect Halloween game, damn. You could play it next year for Halloween. Yeah, I'll consider it, man. Thank you for... Thank you for the suggestion. I was planning on getting to, you know, like Majora around Halloween time, but I didn't manage. The Metroid stuff took me too long. But yeah, lots of potential for Halloween stuff for next year. Like, I could do some Capcom stuff, like Resident Evil series, possibly. Like, yeah, it's probably a good opportunity. Maybe Yume Nikki on Halloween, but because I have no idea what Yume Nikki is like, then it might be a little harder to plan for. But, you know, maybe I just have to say, okay, I'll just play this game on Halloween and it'll be fine. It's a fairly short game. Okay. This is experiment Z57, I think. Wow. Not too long if you know what you are doing and memorize each room. Have you played through the whole game? I guess, right? Like, have you played it several times? Or just one time? Oh, shucks. my favorite room definitely has to be the Famicom room. There's a Famicom room in Yumeniki. Wow. Did Nintendo not involve every like did Nintendo not invoke some kind of legal consequences? Makes everything 8-bit, even the sound effects. Oh, nice. Oh god, he's fast. Yeah, thanks, Kosh. The sprite art is heavily inspired by Mother 1's in that room. Even the even down to the music. Wow. You're still confused on how the gameplay is, like, have you ever played the PS1 game LSD Dream Simulator? I haven't played it. I've heard about it. I think I looked into it a little bit once just to see what it's like, but I saw some of it on AVGN, so I have a bit of an idea of what it's like. Okay, cool. I really like the idea of, like, psychedelic style games that are just, you know, so weird. Like, video games are like the perfect medium for that, pretty much. Like, more than a movie, probably. Because of the interactiveness of it. Or, maybe, you know, a psychedelic style movie is probably cool. Can probably be really cool, too. I found the water graphics in this room here were kind of like notable part of the game. Like they kind of look like GameCube graphics or maybe, you know, Wii, but it also gives you like this kind of dreadful anxiety, like water anxiety kind of feeling, like these water graphics here in particular. I thought they were kind of noteworthy. They look pretty good. So yeah, another thought about Dread I had, which kind of, you know, contextualizes the way it guides you through the game is like it is pretty much it is quite a bit like Fusion in that it like directs you on a certain path, and it kind of blocks off too much divergence from the path. But it blankets itself in more of like this planetary kind of environment, like Super Metroid, I guess. But it's really like it's very much like Fusion and the kind of like other classic Metroid games too. Like it's just a really beautiful fusion of games, of game styles.
Uploading data.
The lower levels of Garenia are mostly submerged. You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency. Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump will help you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
Yikes. Yeah, those little critters do a hefty bit of damage. What's your opinion on Nintendo Switch online service? Lots of people aren't too much of a fan of it. I haven't bought it yet, so I don't have any personal experience. But I guess the basic $20 package seems alright. I guess. I mean, personally, I prefer, you know, the free model, right? Like they had with Wii U. But the expansion pack for like $30 more, it's too much. I wouldn't pay that. But I mean, I understand that it can be worth it for somebody who doesn't have those N64 games and would like to play them, because I mean the games are high quality, but just like on the principle of it, it's like Nintendo's overcharging. They're overcharging for what it is. Because like it's one thing if they let people keep those ROMs forever, but that's not even the case. It's just like a rental. It's like a 1-year rental, and I don't know. I don't like it. It's too expensive. Wow. But yeah, what do you think about it? Do you think the base pack is worth it? Like for the, I don't know what games are offered, but like SNES, there's some SNES games. Especially when those games you could have kept forever on Virtual Console, that's right. Kinda worth it, okay. But what about the expansion pack? Do you think that's worth it, or like only in extenuating circumstances? Speaking of Virtual Console, it's really stupid they removed it on Switch. Yeah, def not worth it. A buddy of mine told me recently, like a buddy of mine who I go way back with, but I haven't seen him recently. But he told me he got the expansion pack because he doesn't have his cartridges anymore, and you know he can play those N64 games on the go. So like it's, I guess in some situations like it can be worth it, I guess. But it's like you're paying a very big premium. Yeah, it is silly that they removed Virtual Console. Overall, like I'm not a fan of Virtual Console that much, because they can just, like, let's say you lose your data, they could make it that the store, like the online shop is shut down, and then you can just like never access your games ever again, and like that's it, it's over. Like what happens if like you lose your Wii U data, and it's at some point when Wii U has stopped having the online connectivity. So I wish they would give you some kind of like license when you buy, you know, the Virtual Console game, so that you could transfer it like to your future consoles or whatever. Like, and it doesn't make sense that they're not supporting all the old Virtual Console games. Like, why? It seems motivated purely by greed, unfortunately. So that's it's pretty sad. It's unfortunate. At least it's better than NSO, NES, SNES, and N64. Yeah, because then at least you can keep them, and you know you own the game and you can play it forever. Because really, like a year goes by so fast, and a lot of times it's like a person might, you know, be caught up in whatever in life, in things in their life. And I mean, of course, nobody's forcing them to buy it or like at a specific time, but like a year goes by pretty fast. You might need like 3-5 years to get through the whole library which you were entitled to. Oh god. But yeah, you could see why Nintendo wouldn't just give you like all these ROMs for $50. Like they would want to charge you more for it. But for yeah, that also seems to be something that Nintendo does. It's like they like to make things simple. Like if it's gonna be too complicated, where you could either play the game through the rental service or the virtual console service, it's like you could like access the game twice. And Nintendo seems to not like that thing. They want to keep it simple, so they went with the rental model because, you know, it's the greedier option basically. Not to mention, you literally have to wait 1 to 2 months just for them to add a new game that could be added on day one since they were just ROMs. That's true. I still feel like we were just like way too spoiled back in the days of stuff like Super Mario All-Stars, because you get these incredible remasters back in the day for the price of one SNES game. And I just, like, back in the day, I assumed that was going to be the standard thing. It's like, okay, yeah, every time that a new console comes out, you'll get like the best hits of the greatest games of the previous console ported over or remastered in some kind of fair way, and there will be like some kind of bundle. Like there should be bundles of old games for, you know, reasonable prices, and it's too bad. Like, why is there not a Mother bundle? Why is there... Well, there was Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I guess that was kind of fair, but why did they not include Galaxy and Galaxy 2 in that? What else are we missing? We're missing a lot of things. And, you know, I'm fortunate because I collected... You know, I bought a fair amount of games back in the day. Like, not all of the necessary ones, but a good amount. So I've got a pretty big library myself. But most people, like a lot of people, are not that fortunate, so they're just gonna be stuck with, you know, and the physical game prices are way up, you know, up to GameCube and who knows. Biggest pet peeve is the fact that Nintendo only cares about Japanese side. Huh. Maybe you're right about that. Never thought about it that way. For crying out loud, Japanese NSO has Fire Emblem 1, 2, and 3, and SMT 1 and 2. Oh, and they don't have that in the they don't have that in the Western version. I didn't know about that. They get all the good RPGs while we only get the platformers and action games. Do you have any idea why they do that? Is it just like laziness? Like they just think it's not going to be financially worthwhile? I mean, I guess they are trying to reenact the fact that RPGs didn't sell hot in the 80s and 90s in America until FF7 and Pokemon. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But it's still, like, why... Doesn't make sense. They should be offering all the games on either side. Damn it. Yeah, yeah, what is funny? America does get FE1 on Switch, yeah? but for $5 limited time? Is that for real, or is it just a joke? Wow, for real. You would think with all the Fire Emblem characters that they put in Smash, they would at least, you know, make the whole series easily accessible to the West. I'm not advocating for piracy, definitely, but it does seem like some people say that until Nintendo makes their games easier to, their older games easier to access, that piracy is totally justified, and they seem like they might have a point. It's like they care more about, it's like they care more about money than about like the art side, which is unfortunate. They should be caring about the cultural and art side of the games. Like my buddy Nick, he actually has a big problem with the fact that Nintendo went after, that they went after AM2R, like, because Metroid was pretty much like more or less like kind of a dead franchise at the time. And you know, like, I mean, the guy just remade the old Metroid 2 game that they hadn't done anything with in like a pretty long time. And then they issue you know, cease and desist and all that. And yeah, I think my friend had a good point that they didn't have to do that to Milton Guasti. And I think that, you know, as good as AM2R is, they should have put it on the consoles. Like, they should have just, you know, taken it, they should have just, like, embraced it. Yeah, they get on people's asses when people pirate their game, yet they don't make their games available to everyone. I mean, obviously, it would probably be too big of a project to, you know, port every game to future consoles. I don't know. Other fans are lucky that Itoi owns the Mother IP and Nintendo is just the publisher. Yeah, I think I told you about Mother Encore, right? I think you did tell me about Encore, I think. It's a remake of Mother 1, right? What was the legal situation on that? It's good because Itoi is chill and lets his fan do whatever, honestly do whatever with his work. Okay, that's good to hear. You've played Mother Encore yourself? Is it out yet? Not yet, okay. They're releasing their second update video on the project Christmas Day, actually, and they post loads of updates on their Discord. Ah. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I was actually thinking about, like, before I play Mother 3, would I want to possibly replay Mother 1 and 2? I'm thinking it's probably better, though, if I just go to Mother 3, and then maybe at some point, like, maybe, say, in about a year or so, or whatever, then maybe I could revisit the whole Mother series, because it does seem worth revisiting. Maybe I should wait a year or two, something like that. Because I do, like, I do want to play Earthbound again, especially Earthbound, but probably even Mother 1, just with maybe one of the quality of life enhancement versions. Like, I don't know, maybe with the Easy Ring or something else. Like, maybe, I don't know, what was one of them? Maternal Bound? That's one of them, right? Removes all sensors Mother 2 localization added. Ah, and adds running and whatnot to the game. Oh, yeah, that's Mother 2. Okay, yeah. I think you might have been thinking of 15th Anniversary Edition for what Mother 1. Yeah, maybe. The one that updates the graphics to mimic Mother 1's promotional clay models and lowers encounter rate and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, I should probably look at a list of all the Mother 1, what do you call them? ROM hacks or, you know, enhanced editions, and decide what I would like to, which one I would like to check out. Yeah. Or what do you think? Like, do you think it's worth replaying Earthbound Beginnings again? Like the original, like that version? Or, you know, because I've seen what it is, I should check out the fan alterations. Step worth another replay, even on the original edition, you mean? Like, is it worth going through the you know, the grind, the struggle? I think it could be, but there's also a good amount of quality of life ROM hacks, right? I meant the enhanced editions. Okay, yeah, good stuff, man. The central unit battles are too easy. Fans know Mother 1 didn't age too well gameplay-wise, but its story is so amazing that everyone should experience it in a more modern way. It was a super experience. Like, it was just, it was like an uncopyable experience. Like, it just felt like, you know, even though I only played it in 2021, you can still feel like it's like a, you know, a monumental kind of classic. I could definitely feel that. Or at least, like, that's what the quality felt like. Oh, shut! Sorry for yelling there. I wasn't expecting it to come at me so fast, but I mean, it is the speedy Emmy. By the way, Kaj, I guess you played Dread with a Pro Controller, right? Or did you use Joy-Cons? I do have a little thought here about pressing the stick to activate the speed booster. Because I imagine if you're gonna be pressing that left stick on the Joy-Con, isn't that the stick that's prone to issues, to drift? So, like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, I don't know. I guess it's okay. Every button of the Pro Controller is used pretty much, but maybe there could have been, like, another activation. Yeah, okay. So what they should have done is maybe make it, like, the right stick at least to activate the speed booster, because I think top and bottom of the control pad are not used. So they could have used one of those for the Phantom Cloak, probably. But, you know, preferably, I think I prefer not to be pressing sticks generally. Kind of freaks me out. But the Pro Controller seems to handle it okay, but I don't know how the Joy-Cons would handle it. You're fine with running while pressing down the analog stick. Yeah, I was nervous about it at first, but it seems like the Pro Controller can handle it fine, but I don't know if the Joy-Cons would be able to handle it. I see. Alright, anyhow, I'm not sure why that path is there. I mean, I'm sure it must be usable for something, but I can't get it right now. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. I remember. Shucks. Okay, I think I've got to just make it to a next save station and then conclude for today. Oh, almost had it. I lost it for some reason. Not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Maybe I should just find a save room, like, right now. But yeah, thanks a lot for stopping by, Kaj. It was great to hear from you again. Thanks for all the perspectives. Yeah, it's no problem, Kaj. Seriously, like, I totally understand. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to come back to this item tomorrow, I think. I just need to find a save room right now. Oh, shucks, I can't even get to this save room. Alright, so that does it for today. So thank you very much to everybody who stopped by. Thank you to Kaj. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Loparev Bader. Alright, so that's it. I'm gonna conclude now. Don't think I'll go for a raid, because, you know, unless Kaj has somebody he'd like to watch anyway, then we can do a little raid, and, you know, it could be hosted on my channel, you know, though probably hosting at this point, because I've only got like 57 followers, it's not like a huge deal, but I mean, whatever, it's whatever. I think I'm just gonna end unless I get a suggestion for a raid, but yeah. All right, so I'll just stop. Yeah, no problem, Kaj. So I'm not gonna do a raid. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, but I don't think I'll do a raid. Don't, because unless you wanted to do a raid, but it's like usually if I don't have like if I don't have a bit of time as well as like a few if like I usually raid for like minimum like 3. You know. Okay. Okay, sure, man. DJ Sensi. I do have to run, though. I have to run after this, so that's the thing. That's why I kind of don't raid sometimes. DJ Sense or Sensi? Because I see DJ Sense here. The DJ Sensi, okay. Okay, nice. Alright, so let's do it. So thank you so much to everybody who stopped by once again. God bless you and your families, and I will catch you next time. I'll be back tomorrow in all likelihood. Okay, cheers everyone. Oh, we're at the raid countdown actually.